Hello, hello, hello? Hello? Hello. Alright, everybody. Hello. We are back yet again for yet another day of severe weather. And this time, I think I'm going to be here the entirety of it. So that is a little more helpful to what my aim is here. We currently have a 10% tornado risk currently in effect. And we just got a new tornado warning. So you know what? Let's just go right to that, shall we? This is from Morrisville, Hamilton, Sangerfield, Oriskany Falls, Augusta, Munnsville, Georgetown, and Lebanon, New York. Everybody in there should be in their safe spot. This is growing a hook, and that is when you are noticing that it is producing a tornado. That usually is. We have a tornado watch currently in effect for all of these locations listed here. It includes all the way down to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, to Jamestown, New York, to Buffalo, New York, to Rochester, New York, all the way to Burlington, Vermont, and St. Johnsbury, Vermont. All of those places needs to be hyper weather aware today, as it is the potential to produce tornadoes in their area. We do have the potential for tornadoes to be produced through their area from specific storms. So be hyper weather aware in those regions. Be extremely notable. Be extremely well notified of conditions. We currently have this thing, which this is very intense right now. This is a very, very powerful storm right now. It has produced a tornado several times beforehand, and it likely will yet again. They have just extended this warning now for Eden, Hamburg, Eden Valley, East Eden, Creekside, North Boston, Water Valley, Forest Glen, Scranton, Carnegie, Armour, Dwells Corner, Orchard Park, Webster Corners, Wyndham, Big Tree, Springbrook, Elma Center, Springbrook Station, East Seneca, Blossom, East Aurora, Griffin's Mills, West Falls, Loveland, and Patchen. If you live in any of those areas, go to your safe spot immediately. Or if you know anybody that lives in those areas, inform them immediately about the upcoming conditions, because this is likely a strong tornado. It was strong before. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. Let me check on Puerto Rico again. No, wait, no. We can't. We can't. I just forgot there's 2 tornado warnings active. It's not funny. These are actually producing hail. That shows that the system isn't really tropical anymore. Yeah, but this is from Extratropical Storm Beryl. Extratropical Storm Beryl has been causing chaos in the form of tornadoes and the hurricane itself over the past few days. It was a Category 5 in the Caribbean initially, and now it has entered the United States as an extratropical system and is now causing tornadic chaos. So we are looking all throughout upstate New York and southern Pennsylvania, and oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, wait, let me see. Let me see this. The problem is, the reason why they're having trouble warning this, they were a little late to warning this, if you didn't know. The reason why is because it's so hard to tell if there's a CC drop. We're just way too close to the radar. But I can tell that's clear rotation. Right here. Oh my gosh, it's so close to Hamburg. Please be in your safe spot if you live in Hamburg. It's very close to you. I think it's just barely going to miss you, but just realize that you're right there close to it. Jay, I'll answer your questions and comments in a moment. I just have to these tornado warnings have to go away first. But yeah, 10% risk currently in effect. 10%. Right over here. That's a 10%. Let me go to SBC. We currently have an enhanced risk currently in effect. We also have a slight risk here in Nebraska, Iowa, and Missouri, so we might see some severe thunderstorm warnings from that. However, not too much is going to materialize in that. We currently have a marginal risk around that and a slight risk that goes all the way down to the Washington, D.C. metro, and that goes all the way towards Burlington as well. We currently have a 5% and a 10% in effect. The 10% is in effect for Syracuse, Utica, Rome, Ithaca, and Auburn, New York. It's entirely within New York. Then, for the 5%, whereas tornadoes are still likely, just less likely in the 10%. They're less likely than in the 10%. We have Buffalo, Rochester, Albany, Cheektowaga, and Schenectady. And also we have Burlington, Vermont, that is. It's just not mentioned here. And we also have a hail risk over here in Iowa, so we might be covering some of that later on. But at the moment, we're just covering tornado warnings. I had to go live very early because we already have a tornado on the ground here near Hamburg. It looks a little weaker, but don't trust that. Or maybe I think it's still the same scan, so I don't know what I'm saying. Let's see if we can get any cameras on this. Alright, we got this. Alright, well, that's not gonna help. So this is looking west. We really can't tell anything on this. It's just a very powerful storm. You can see it's causing rain. Let me see this. Problem is, there's a bunch of rain in the area, so you can't see. Traffic closest to the camera is looking north. So that means we're probably looking southeast. Here, wait. If it's traveling north, then the camera... No, traffic closer to the camera is traveling north, then... Yeah, I think we're looking southeast. So, I mean, that might help, but we can't see anything. If we get one that's southwest, then that would be good. This doesn't work. Yeah, it's just very rainy conditions over here, so we're not going to be able to see the tornado. Which is unfortunate. Really wanted to see if we could get a view on it. I mean, it's somewhere in that rain. It's somewhere in that rain. Traffic closer to the camera. So, we're facing... probably southeast. Which actually would be right where it is. But we really can't see anything, so... Just gonna look at the radar in the meantime. This is still an observed tornado warning. We still have this tornado warning active over here, and you can see there is some rotation on this, moving towards Morrisville. No CC drop on it, at least I don't think so. So this is not on the ground. At least we don't think it is on the ground. But it definitely could be on the ground at any moment. So be heavily aware that this system is heading towards Sangerfield, Hamilton, Eden, Mooresville, Lebanon, and Georgetown. Eventually, this will head towards German Flats. So be aware in German Flats, you might have to go into a safe spot soon. We also have this special marine warning for water spouts. So we do have some water spouts possible. Water spouts aren't as damaging as tornadoes. They're similar. Sometimes water spouts can form from the same clouds that form tornadoes. Sometimes they don't. But usually water spouts, a lot of the time water spouts are just tornadoes that form over water. So they're less dangerous since they're over water, but this would easily cause a lot of damage in Oswego if it does manage to make it on land. But I don't know, I'm not seeing much rotation on that right now. Maybe a little. It does look like this is weakening, but it's extremely hard to tell. It's just so difficult. It's heading right in between Orchard Park and East Aurora on US 20A, Quaker Road. So just if you live on Quaker Road between East Aurora and Orchard Park, please be in your safe spot. And anywhere over here in Elma and those places, you really need to be in your safe spot. I'll be right back. Let me just get some water. Oh, my bad. Can't quit Roblox. I'm sorry for opening Roblox, everyone. It's not related to weather whatsoever. Well, there's some weather games on there. Alright, let me see this. We're getting a little bit of a clearer picture here. So let's look at this. Problem is, there's raindrops in the way. But you can see some breaks in the clouds, so we might be close to the tornado. Sometimes there's breaks in clouds where the tornado is, but I don't know. I'm unsure if it's still on the ground. It could be, but we don't really know. This seems to be weakening a little. So that's good. We have the severe thunderstorm warning near Lowville, where a tornado is possible. Probably from that area of rotation down there. You can't see it on this, but you can see it on this. So that's heading towards Lowville in New Bremen. So we'll see what occurs with that. Hamburg, West Seneca, East Aurora, Orchard Park, Elma still need to be in their safe spots. Still got this tornado warning here. It's still observed. So Interstate 90 in that area and US 20, they should still be in their safe spot. Let me just see if there's any storm chasers nearby. We can't see any of them, but I'll be right back. We can see the area of rotation again. So let me take this off. Right here. It's directly passing towards East Seneca. Maybe including, because it is heading further north, but that's not good for Cheektowaga and Williamsville. It is heading a little farther north than expected, it does seem. I believe that's the area of rotation. Yeah, it looks like it. So they might need to extend this soon. Over near Elma. Let's see if we can see a CC job. Extremely hard to tell, so I have no idea. Does look like it's sort of weakened. It's over here now. I don't know. I don't know if that's breaking the radar or the radar's just not getting it correctly. I'm really unsure. It is difficult. Let me see it from a farther radar. Oh yeah, that is definitely rotating. But over here, it's close to East Aurora. Is it? It should be there. I think I'm looking. Oh, this is the area of rotation. My bad. Yeah, I was confused for a second. Yeah, that's still an area of rotation. Let me see if we can see that on CC. Yeah, I think so. That looks like debris. It's a little hard to tell, but that right there is debris, so I think this is on the ground. I believe so. So, be aware. This could be on the ground. This is heading directly for South Wales. If you live in South Wales, be prepared for a tornado to approach. And get to your safe spot. Get to your safe spot. What a safe spot is, it's the most closed off room of your house. Most closed off room in a building of any sorts, some sort of structure that is well built atop the ground. You have to make sure that inside that room, there's as many walls as there can possibly be between you and the outside. If you were to walk through walls and walk through all of the walls and manage to go outside through one of them, then you're in not a safe room, and you have to move to a different room where when you walk through the walls, you make sure that you are not entering outside after you walk through any of the walls. And make sure if you don't have a safe spot like that, just go to a nearby structure. Over there towards East Aurora, you definitely should be realizing that. Rotation is still right here. It's the reds, where the reds and the greens meet. It's heading directly for southern East Aurora. Let me just see the population of East Aurora. Oh god, 6,000. Please let this not hit. Yeah, this better not hit East Aurora. It's only hitting the southern part if it is, but it better not hit East Aurora. Rotation is still right here. And I don't know if that's a debris ball. It looks like one. Right here over Sweet Road. Sweet Road is directly in the center of the storm, near its junction with Center Street and Center Ridge Road. Center Street and Center Ridge Road, the junction of them with Sweet Road, that is where the tornado is right now. And it's heading towards Olean Road. And Lapham Road. And the Aurora Expressway, which is New York Route 400. All those areas, they definitely need to be in the safe spot. It does look like it is weakening a little bit. So that is some good news. It does look like it is kind of weakening. Not that much, but it is. There's a severe thunderstorm warning that was extended for the northern portion of the storm as it heads up towards Tonawanda, Amherst, Cheektowaga, Lancaster, Depew, Clarence, Akron, those areas, and Elma. But Elma's in the tornado warning already. You can see there's a bunch of storms trying to develop over here. They are all on their ways to producing tornadoes. The environment here is prime. Once we get out of these tornado warnings, I'll show you the environment and how prime it is. I don't know if that's irritating. Doesn't look like it. Let's check back on this tornado warning. Rotation is increasing over here near Georgetown. So if you're in Georgetown, please be in your safe spot. Let me see if I can get any cameras there. Where is this nearby? Utica. It's not a great view. Well, I don't know why they're all looking at the ground. Here, let me just look up cameras. Where's the location again? Georgetown. Where's... I mean, that's not really a great view. It's like 2 areas of rotation. There's one over here near Morrisville, too. I don't know if they're gonna warn that. Right here. I think those are from 2 separate storms, yeah. These are from 2 separate storms. One over here. One over here. Both of them are capable of producing tornadoes, so we'll have to see. Just look at all these storms. Alright, this is heading right over East Aurora, but does look weaker. It does look weaker, so some good news and some bad news. It does look weaker, so that is some good news. So I don't think we're seeing anything too insane. Be right back. Your rotation would be right in here. Right in East Aurora. And I think this is it. It's right over East Aurora, but I don't know if it's on the ground. Okay, so we would be able to tell if it's on the ground a little easier here. It's kind of hard to tell, but now we got a little bit of that red slot. So that's good news. Okay, they've extended this. Still observed. I don't know who's reporting this. Weather spotters. So this is weather spotters confirming the tornado. Let me see. Storm chasers around here. Yeah, I gotta watch. Yeah, we still don't know if this is on the ground. I mean, someone reported it was on the ground, but we still don't know. Still have this tornado warning active. Still have this tornado watch active. And it'll be active until when there's no way it only there's 2 separate tornado watches that they issued. I have no idea. I think it's all the same tornado watch, just for a bunch of national weather services. Still likely have a tornado on the ground with the storm. Still in this rotation near Eden. So still be in a safe spot if you live near Eden. Not the Eden that I mentioned before. Eden spelled E-A-T-O-N. Still have this weird area of rotation near Stockbridge, too. So 2 separate areas of rotation here. Still watching over here for this potential tornado. Still extremely hard to tell, but I think that's what we're looking at. Near Porterville. Let me see if it's easy to see the CC drop now. Not really. Ah, jeez. Maybe it's this. I'm unsure if that's the correct area of rotation. I have no idea. It's extremely hard to tell this storm. But as long as we have Chaser's eyes on this storm, then we'll be okay. Let me see if I get any pictures of this. Well, whatever. Rainy conditions over there. Near Sangerfield. But it does look like that rotation weakened, so... Let me see on Storm Alive. Yeah, it does look like it weakened. So that's good news. We're still watching this storm, which is possibly producing some water spouts. It's heading right for, maybe not right for Oswego, maybe more like Sandy Creek, Pulaski. So that area. It's still over Lake Ontario at the moment, but we'll see how long that is for. Let me see if we got any more ratings from the past few days. Just to inform you. Yeah, we got a few ratings down here in Louisiana. We did get an EF2, 2 EF2 ratings. Yeah, and they did say produced by Tropical Storm Barrel. It's not loading fully, so let me just wait a little bit. And here's the one in Indiana. They haven't fully rated that. One of them in Indiana. I don't know. I don't know which tornado this was. It's only some of the National Weather Services. But yeah, we got quite a few tornadoes that happened. Most of them. Oh, jeez, we had a fatality. Jeez, it's horrible from these tornadoes. No fatalities from this. Jeez. This is what I hate when they have those Yeah. So just a bunch of EF2 tornadoes. Let me see this one. That caused an injury, but not death, so that's better. Alright, let's get back to the severe weather. I have no idea if this is still on the ground. It's so hard to tell. Here, wait, let me see. Oh, it's differential. I don't know if that works. Let me see. It's so hard to tell. Yeah, I don't know what. They're using something. Is this for a different storm? Yeah, it must be for this storm that entered. It's now pushing into Tonawanda. But that doesn't have a tornado on it currently. Not even a tornado warning. So I think we're good. Still watching here. I think we're seeing the rotation a little better now. It's these brighter colors. When there's those brighter colors, that sometimes shows rotation. So that's over here near Cowlsville. But let me see if we got a CC drop. It's still so hard to tell. Yeah, if we were measuring off of where all the blues are, then this whole thing would be a CC drop. So that's not possible. Is this it? That could be it. I don't know, that looks interesting. Right near Cowlsville. Still observed. So they're looking at something. Let me see if there's any updates to it. Still weather spotters confirmed tornado, so that means that there was a tornado confirmed by weather spotters. I don't know, this is definitely hard to tell. Hopefully we'll get better radar scans in the future, but hopefully we don't have any of those radar scans where we can see rotation, because, you know, we don't want rotation. We don't want tornadoes, obviously. Oh, most of us do not anyways. Just looking. Not much to say at the moment. Oh, jeez, what is this? This should be tornado warned. That is pretty intense rotation. No CC drop, but it is moderately. It was intense earlier. It's actually less intense now. Near Oswego. Is this ever on the ground now? Yeah, Clara and Oswego. Just be prepared to go into your safe spots. I think they're gonna put a tornado warning on this soon. And over there near Genesee as well. I don't know if there's a tornado on this, but just be prepared. This one also has some rotation near Grove and Canaseraga. Is that a... What the... I know. Wait, another scan. That is weird. I don't know. It's not that strong of rotation, so... Jeez, what is that? Don't think that's a CC drop. Of course, the CC drop would be blue. And that is, but... I think this is where we're having the rotation. Okay, this is the tornado right now. So that's good. I mean, that looks like a tornado. So it's over there near Oswego and then towards Genesee. That is warned now. So 3 tornado warnings active. No CC. What is this? That's way too behind this, so I don't think... Sometimes CC drops are a little behind because the damage is still in the air after the tornado passes, but I don't think that is anything. I'm still looking up here. No, not up here. Up here. I think that's still the same scan now. I still have no idea what that is. Thank you for all the likes, everyone. That's appreciated. I'm just trying my best here to alarm everybody. Alright, the tornado warning over here has been expired. So that is good. Over there towards Eden, Hamilton, Morrisville, Lebanon, Hamilton. I think I already said Hamilton. Georgetown. That tornado warning has been expired. So now we're down to 2. Just 2. You can see we still have this thing near Oswego. Still sort of had that thing near... Oh, jeez. What did I just do? Still have that weird signal, but I don't think that's anything. And over here, I don't see much. So yeah, we have a few tornado warnings active. I hear someone watching my live stream in the background. I still don't know what to make of this tornado warning. Still have no idea what to make of it. Is that rotation? Near Corfu? It's so difficult to tell, but maybe. That could be. Right here. Near North Darien. Is that it? No, I don't know. I still have no idea what that thing is. But velocity really isn't that big over here, so I don't think it's anything. Let me look at this one. No, it's still not on the ground. Yeah, that's a little bit south, that orange spot, where the rotation is. It's just going north of Oswego at the moment. So we'll see. Let's see if I have any cameras on there. Pembroke. This will be a good camera for now, but we'll have to wait and see if we see a tornado or anything from it. I don't know. This is strengthening a little. Not that much. What is that? Here, wait, let me look at this. It's not really strengthening. That might not be as much as we think, but still could be something. Unsure. Right over Darien right now is where it would be. Darien, New York. Hopefully we're not seeing anything, but it's right over Darien, New York. Oh, jeez. Is that what I think it is? I don't know. That looks suspicious. Oh, jeez. It really is matching up right with the velocity. Let me see for a second. Let me see where Maya guess is. Right here. Yeah, that's the same area you were talking about. Oh, wait, what is this? Is this your water spouts? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's what you were talking about. Yeah, there is a water spout warning in Puerto Rico. My gosh. Yeah, in Puerto Rico, just be aware there could be some water spouts off Mayaguez. I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but... in Hormigueros. Cabo Rojo. Reparto Vista Verde. Cerritos. Villa Tortuga. All the way towards Sector Los Rios. And Estancias de Montemar. Yeah, there is some possible water spouts over there, so just be aware. Oh yeah, and you didn't notice this. This could be a tropical development trying to spin up. I mean, there's a 10% risk of the National Hurricane Center. Not sure about that, though. These are just for strong thunderstorms, not water spouts. Up, new tornado warning. And that's for the storm that I was looking at. That's near Canaseraga. Ah, jeez, I still have no idea what these weird signatures mean. I don't think that's anything. I have to wait until they confirm that, because that could be a CC drop, I just don't know. But yeah, that's right near Grove and Canaseraga. So let me see if I can get a camera on that. Right here might work. I don't know what that is. I don't think that's anything. But why not? It's not working. Up, new tornado warning. Jeez, tornado warnings are coming left and right. Really is picking up over here. Oh, jeez. I did not notice that. Right there towards Hightown in Titusville. Hightown in Titusville. Be aware, there might be a tornado with the storm. I did not notice that. I did not notice that. But yeah, fairly small tornado warning. I guess because it's kind of moving in the north direction. That's why it's in the... Yeah. So that's going to head towards Corey and Columbus and then Youngsville. Yeah, things are kind of picking up here. 4 tornado warnings active, so just be aware in this area. It's starting to get a tornado warning, so you might want to think about your precautions. Over there towards Ossian, we still have some rotation. Let me see if there's... Yeah, wait a minute. Okay, this is the first time in a while where we can actually see what's going on here. Oh, I still think it's on the ground. It's still on the ground, I think. Near Alexander. It looks like it's on the ground. You can still see rotation. I don't know if that's as strong as it used to be, but that is definitely rotation. Right next to Alexander and Darien. I think that's a CC drop, though. It looks like it. Yeah, that really does look like a CC drop. This must be strong. Yeah, and that had a weird shape to it. Now they fixed that shape. It basically what happens when they get those weird shapes, that basically means they're in between two national weather services, because the national weather services in the individual areas need to issue tornado warnings. So that's why it looked a little weird there for a second. So that kind of brings up to us to 5, but really it's only 4. Jeez, still intense rotation. I think that's still the same scan, though. Severe thunderstorm watch has been issued over here for Maryland, southern Pennsylvania, and then into northern Virginia. So we do have that. That is a new watch that has been issued for some possible severe thunderstorms that may occur. Probabilities for tornadoes, 25. So, we're still looking up here for most of the tornadoes. I mean, it's not impossible to get tornadoes down there, but really, we're not looking at it. Geez, this still is intense rotation near Titusville. Yeah, that's pretty intense. I mean, not anything like crazy, but Titusville could have a tornado there at any moment. Alright, this tornado warning has been extended. Now includes Wellsville. Wellsville, get to your safe spot. This does look like it weakened a little bit. I mean, I don't know if that's the closest radar. And it looks like it is weakening, but they still extended it just in case. New tornado warning for that water spout area. Oh, jeez. Yeah, this definitely was a water spout, but now it's moving onto land right there near Oswego. Oh, jeez, look at that. Look at that monster. Yeah, that definitely has a big hook to it. It was originally over water, but you can see that inflow moving in. The tighter inflow, trying to get into the outflow of the storm. And that'll cause some spin and then a tornado. New Haven, get to your safe spot now. Not New Haven, Connecticut. New Haven, New York. And Sandy Creek, Pulaski. Pulaski's gonna be right in this. So what does that bring us up to? 8 tornado warnings, my gosh. We have 8 tornado warnings active. Okay, they extended this as well. Still observed, so I'm guessing that is a CC drop we're seeing. It's a little less than it was, but still, it's directly over Ray right now, so Ray needs to be in their safe spot. West Batavia needs to be in their safe spot. Batavia itself needs to be in their safe spot. Bergen, Byron, Clarendon, Elba, Oakfield, Stafford. Jeez, that is still some intense rotation. And I feel like that's still a CC drop, so we really do have to see. It's a very active picture we're seeing right now. Very active indeed. You can see that rotation over there with this storm. That could be a CC drop. I really hope it isn't. But that is right near New Haven, and it's heading right for Pulaski, so we better keep an eye on that. This storm near Titusville, it's kind of hard to tell what's going on with it now, but it still has some rotation probably. No CC drop, so it doesn't look like it's on the ground, but still has the possibility for a tornado in that region. I mean, this still is, it's heading right for Batavia, so I really hope here. Let me see if I can get some cameras in Batavia. Yeah, we have one right here. This is looking south. So we would be able to see the tornado from... Is that it? Wait. That looks weird. There's something right here. I don't think that's it. Jeez. So hard to tell all the time. I don't know, there could be a CC drop over there, too. Alright, now down to 6, because they canceled those ones that they extended. 5 tornado warning storms. Let me see. Thank you for all the likes, everyone. Just want to get this out there. Yeah, lots of tornado warnings active right now, though. Still have this camera in Batavia. Not sure, we're not really seeing much on it. Don't think there's anything. So not much to see, I think it's behind the clouds, that's why. So that's unfortunate. Alright, it does look like this is weakening. It definitely does. I mean, this does have less of a mesocyclone on it, and the rotation is a little bit less. And this kind of hook echo is kind of depleting. It's dissipating. So that is some good news. Hopefully that's the end of that tornado warning. We did just get an extension to this tornado warning near Warren. So, Spring Creek, Pittsfield, Columbus, Torpedo, Grand Valley, Star, Fiddler Green, Sanford, East Branch, West Spring Creek, Horn Siding, Garland, Colza, Scotts Crossing, and Dewey Corners. They need to be in their safe spots. They do. Still radar indicated at the moment. Let's see if we have any observed. We just have that one. This. Well, let's see if we have any others. I don't think so. Still seeing some rotation over here. No CC drop, but at least I don't think that's one. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. But it would be right towards North Church Quarter in Texas. I know that's confusing. It's Texas, New York. So yeah, I got a bit of tornado warnings active right now. Jeez, is that... No. It isn't much rotation. But they haven't even entered the 10%, I might add. They haven't even entered it. So be extremely aware, we're not done yet. We're definitely not done yet. This is just the beginning. Still looking intense over here, sort of. I think the main area of rotation is right here. I know it doesn't look like much, but... yeah, we're sort of seeing some rotation right here in our Texas. Not that much. Sorry. A little bit of rotation on this thing. It's right near Cochrane Hill. Over there near Sweden. I mean, that's a tiny cell. But it's still trying. This environment is primed. Unfortunately, can't show you that, because of course all these tornado warnings are getting in the way. Maybe if we get down to 0 observed, I might do that. Just have 1 observed at the moment, but... you still want to wait until we get more information and stuff. Not seeing much over here. Alright, so they're gonna extend this warning, or is that for a completely different cell? No, that's for the same one. They're gonna extend this over here toward Greenwood. Oh, and that's a decent population in there. Troupsburg, Jasper, Woodhull, Rathbone, and Cameron. Hopefully it misses Greenwood, because that does have a few people in it. And it's right near Independence at the moment, so still an area of rotation. I don't think that's a CC drop. Doesn't look like it. It would be those dark colors. I still can't really find, I guess. Yeah, I guess this is it. It's right near Dansville. And here in Batavia. Don't know if that's a CC drop. I mean, this is kind of weakening. It really is weakening, so that's good news. Tornado possible attack for Rochester, so just be aware if you live in Rochester. Be close to your safe spot. Yeah, this is sort of strengthening. Right here. Yeah, over here now in the newest scan, it's strengthened even more. Right here. It's heading right for Pulaski, so Pulaski, this is your final chance. It's right where the hook is. Oh, geez, that looks like a CC drop. It really does. Did they observe this? I almost want to call it, but I'm not going to say it yet. I'm not going to say it yet. I'm just waiting until this moves there. But it might not, so then we'll be good. Oh, there's an area of rotation developing here. That doesn't even have a tornado possible tag. But over there in the inlet, just be aware. It's far into the Adirondack Park, but it doesn't matter how far in the mountains it is, still possible producing a tornado. So they might tornado warn that too. That will be up to so many tornado warnings. How many? That will be up to 8. But now we're still just up to 7. Still no new scan from this. I have no idea. We do have a few cameras nearby. That doesn't show much. Oh, that's a good view of the storm. Kinda is moving fast. I don't know if that's rotation or not. It might be. It is moving fast. So we could get some rotation on that storm. Yeah, that looks like rotation. You might be able to see. You see how fast those clouds are moving? It might be a sign of rotation. Definitely very interesting. That would be right where the tornado is. I don't know if it's on the ground or not. Oh, wait. It's so hard to tell. I don't know. I'm sorry, I just can't say with 100% certainty. I'm just not that type of person. Do we have a new tornado warning? I don't think we do. No. But yeah, still some rotation on this, and this is tightening up a little bit. Over here. Right near the Pigeon Lake Wilderness. It's near Inlet. Near Route 28. You're in Rochester, New York. Are you good? Well, you have a tornado possible tag above you, so just be close to your face safe spot. Don't be in your safe spot. Basically, what your safe spot is, it's that room inside your house or some nearby structure where it's farthest away from any outside connection. It's farthest away from the outside world. Far away as possible. And basically, if you were to walk through walls, if you walk through one of the walls and you ended up outside, then that room isn't safe. So you have to end up into one of those rooms. If you walk through the walls, then you would be in all other rooms if you walk through all the walls. But don't be in that yet. Don't be in that yet. You have tornado warnings beside you, but don't be in that yet. Just wait a little bit. And if we do get something, then I'll warn you. But just wait. Still don't know why they're discontinuing this. They're still not discontinuing it yet. We have lots of... Here, let me see if we can... What is that? Ah, that's something. Still watching the storm in Pulaski. Because that still has some rotation on it. Yeah, definitely. You can see it right there. It's heading right for Pulaski, or at least the southern portion of it. So just be aware. Yeah, this other supercell here, near Camden. That doesn't have much rotation on it, though. Let's see, that other storm. This still has rotation. I think they're going to warn this. They likely are going to warn that eventually. Rockport. Oh. Not in tornado warning yet. But maybe soon. That could be in a tornado warning soon. However, honestly, this rotation near Batavia... it honestly does not look much concerning anymore, so I doubt they're going to extend this tornado warning. I'm doubting it. If they do, it would be for Brockport, but I don't think they are, so I think Brockport's safe. You're welcome. You're welcome. But yeah, still at the system near long... Jeez, I don't know why they're not warning this. I mean, I guess it's kind of broad. The rotation's kind of broad. You're welcome. You're welcome. The rotation here is kind of broad. Here, let me just... But we still have some rotation there. Alright, so you're good. That means Brockport's good. The tornado warning here has been expired. For Batavia. Batavia, you can get out of your safe spots now. Batavia, you can get out of your safe spot. You are safe now. Because the tornado warning has expired. There really isn't much rotation left, so that's why it's been expired. Still seeing this rotation near Springwater. But yeah, Brockport's good. Oh, jeez, what is that? That could be a CC drop. I'm unsure. I don't know, I feel like I'm saying unsure too much. But I'm not going to just call that a CC drop, because I don't think that is. Yeah, let me see if they... No. They didn't observe it. All these are radar indicated. Still watching this storm. Very interesting. High up in the Adirondacks, but still possibly producing a tornado. We just don't know, because not many people live up here, unless if you live in inlet. Let me see if I can get a camera near inlet. There's this. It's not really a good view. Let me see. Can't see much. But I'll keep that website up. It's just this website on Adirondack Mountains. I don't know what this is. I think it's just a glitch. Believe so. I don't know, I keep going back to this storm, because this looks interesting. Right near Inlet and Raquette Lake. Let me see if we got something near Raquette Lake. Webcams near Raquette Lake, New York. Oh, this is a good view. Right here. You might be able to see some stuff. I don't know what direction that's facing. Raquette Lake. That's called Raquette Lake. But where is Raquette? Oh, it's right here. It's right here. So that would be looking directly at the storm if that's heading west, which it might be. And this is what it looks like right now. That's not a tornado, so I don't think there's a tornado on the storm. I don't know if I'm supposed to show that. I'm just gonna stop showing that, just in case. I feel like I'm not supposed to show that, so I'm just worried. But you saw a brief view of it. There is this area of rotation near Sweden that just got warned. Sweden, Pennsylvania. I'm not saying too much on that, but a little bit of rotation, so we'll still have to watch. Still a little bit here. I still go back to this storm. Still go back towards Big Moose. Wow, Big Moose. Okay. But all of those rotations aside, still got this. Still got this thing near Richland. It's really hard to tell if that's a sea drop. It looks like it was old, so I'm not sure. Not much on this rotation near Pittsfield. They might let that expire. So then we'll be down to 6 tornado warnings, but that's still a lot. Still a very active picture over this whole area. Very active picture indeed. And look at all these little supercells over here in Pennsylvania. Those will eventually make it up to New York. Definitely a lot of supercells in this area. So we'll have to see. Six likes, thank you everyone. I appreciate it. So you can see this front has moved up a little bit. As it has just updated right now. It's a warm front, so maybe the storms will be a little bit more north. But that just gives more potential for these storms. Because basically that means they can fire much further north. Usually they don't fire north of the warm front. Even though this one is. This one still is. So that's interesting. Still some rotation on that, but it does look like it's weakening. Still watching the storm, it's still very broad, but kind of strong. Let me just see that webcam that I had. It's not working anymore. I mean, still some rotation approaching Orwell. Thankfully, it wasn't too strong going into Pulaski, and it kind of missed to the south. But still, I mean, this still is rotation, so still be in your safe spot if you live in that area. Jeez, we're just getting tornado warning after tornado warning in this area. Just look at all these parallel lines. All those parallel red boxes, those are tornado warnings. We have like 4 of them in a row. More like 6, because, of course, this... Some of them are issued for the same storm. But yeah, just a bunch of tornado warnings in a row. And you can see this near Coshocton. Let me see if we have a camera near Coshocton. I feel like we do. Yeah, we do. Or was it Cohocton? It's Cohocton. My bad. Couldn't find anything. Alright, this one near Rochester has been expired. This is from this storm, which really doesn't have much rotation on it anymore. So that's good. This still has a little bit of rotation. It's not that much, but I think they're gonna let this expire too, because that doesn't have much rotation on it. This is starting to strengthen a little bit. Not that much, but it wasn't much before. Now it's a little bit more than what it was. And then over here near Spring Creek. Still see this storm. That still has some decent rotation on it. So we'll see. Alright, this is starting to tighten up again. It's trying its best. So we'll see what happens with the storm. Still not tornado possible target. That's strange. But this is for Raquette Lake now. And I'm not feeling allowed to show that webcam now. I'll be right back. Back. Yeah, still some rotation on this. Kind of merged with another thing. But it means still, it's able to produce tornation. I have no idea what I'm saying. I've been on this live stream for way too long. Rotation. Near Little America, Stillwater, Beecherville, New Screba, Chattagouay. Oh, okay, so they did actually extend that. Almost looked like they were gonna stop it, but no. No, they still think it's enough and deserving of tornado warning, which I guess. Let's see. This is about to expire. I know, it's new. Yeah, that's right near Spring Creek. I mean, there's still decent rotation on that. Still decent rotation on this. Near Ulysses. So we'll continue watching that storm. Don't know if there's any webcams there near Sweden. Where is it? It's all the way over here. Oh, there it is. Not the best view, but something. I think this is picture cams. They're not. Still quite a bit. Alright, so this is extended. I mean, this is strengthening. Right near Beecherville, this is strengthening. It's an intense storm. I mean, that could be a debris ball trying to develop. At least it would be easy to see if we did get a debris ball, so at least they would immediately be able to tell if it's observed or not, which is better because then people will know the true scale of the storm. But that's heading towards Martinsburg, Lionsdale, Port Layton, Constableville, Turin, Grieg, New Bremen. So we'll see that storm. Let's see if we can get any cameras on that. We have one in Boonville. It's not the best image. This is looking at it. You can see the storm over there. That's definitely ominous. Almost looks like it's producing something, but doesn't look like it's rotating, so I don't think that's anything. I think that's just a cloud. Pretty intense, though, this rotation. Let's see it right here. Some brighter colors. 7 tornado warnings active. Oh, jeez, look at this line that's developing of tornado warnings. We have another one. This is right near Rochester, but it's not quite in Rochester. Don't know why they warned this. Don't see much rotation on this. I guess this thing really isn't that much. So, I don't know. Here, let me edit my title. Really is not the moment to be checking that, I know. I'm sorry. That's not really updating. Yeah, this is still strong. Still some stronger rotation near Beecherville. Let's see if that's on the ground or not. No. Still stronger rotation. So just be aware. Still a big old line of these tornado warnings. Definitely notable. Even though all of them are kind of weak. All of them are not as strong as this one. They're all kind of weak. So that's good news. Maybe except for this one near South Bristol. That kind of is developed. And this one is kind of dying off. Near Sweden. Let me look at that storm we were looking at earlier. The rotation is still there with that, and it's not as broad anymore. Still there. I guess the system doesn't look as convincing of producing a tornado as the other ones, so that's why probably they're not warning it, but still. Still there. Just trying to see if this 10% includes Warrensburg. It does. Just barely entering into the 10% now. There's almost 2 areas of rotation developing. You see? 1, 2. These could be twins. Oh, jeez. Is that on the ground? Yep, on the ground. I think I'm saying that with confidence this time. That is on the ground. Very small debris ball. You can see the little blue thing there. This is officially on the ground. One of them, I wasn't expecting it to be the northern one because we're expecting this one. And this one, that also has a little something there. But that's a little too small to call a debris ball, so I'm not going to call that yet. But I'm calling the northern one. It's so small. But these tornadoes are small. So it makes sense. Some lightning nearby. Oh, jeez. That's definitely on the ground. And I think the southern one is, too. I mean, I gotta wait until the next scan, but look. 1, 2. This is going right towards auto mills. Let me see the population of auto mills. Uh, 808. So that's a little bit. I mean, it's not anything too insane, but... Oh, jeez. That is definitely on the ground. That is definitely a tornado. In prog. Oh, jeez. Look at this. Look at that. That is an ominous tornado. Did they confirm this? No. Still haven't. That's pretty obviously on the ground. Sometimes they're late to these things, so I forgive them, but... Still, they should realize that is a tornado on the ground. Are any of these on the ground? What is that? Nothing. And there's some rotation there near Canandaigua. I don't think that's on the ground. It looks interesting, but I don't think it's on the ground. Alright, this has been extended now. Jamestown, New York. Jamestown, New York. It's your time. It's your time to be in a tornado warning today. You're currently in a tornado warning. And over there towards Ellicott. There, Conewango, Ellington, Randolph, Napoli, Jerry, Cherry Creek, South Data, and let's read this out. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Lottsville, or 11 miles southwest of Jamestown, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. Tornado. Radar indicated rotation. This includes Interstate 86 between exits 11 and 16. So this is still a rotating storm. Still rotating storm. Let's look at this again. Is that still the same scan? It still is, I think. Yeah, that's still the same scan, but still, that is not a good sight to see. That is definitely still on the ground, and look at the southern one. The southern one. It's getting its act together. You can see that's a little bit of debris ball. Very tiny, but I'm still a little unsure about the southern one, but this one I'm pretty sure that's a tornado. Right in there, that's a big debris ball. It's not horribly big, but you can see right there, there's a rotation. It looks like it's weakening a little bit, so that's good news. It looks like the rotation is weakening a little bit. Still radar indicated. I don't know, it's a little early. Still unsure about the southern one, though, because it's so weak, the rotation. The rotation's so weak on that storm. So I really don't know. It might not be on the ground anymore. It might have been before. It's so weak. But yeah, this storm is definitely on the ground still. We had twins for a moment. But I think now we're just down to one tornado. Yeah, let me change my channel. Here, I'm gonna make people confused. I don't want to confuse people. They're gonna think downtown New York. Yeah, still a debris ball there, so Just be in your safe spot if you live in Auto Mills. Auto Mills, you're just past this. I think you just barely missed this. So that's something. So still heading towards Martinsburg, Reed, Turin, Lyons, and there towards Lowville. So all these areas need to be aware that this could be a storm. Alright, next scan looks a little bit better. It looks a little bit of a better situation. It's not as much blues, which can mean sometimes that it's off the ground now. But the debris is still there. The damage from the tornado is still there. It doesn't just disappear. Still did not observe this. I'm still surprised. But if this continues, then I'll rechange my title again, because that might not be on the ground anymore. I mean, there's still some rotation, but it really isn't that much. It's weakening. Which is good news. Still have a bit of a debris ball, so I'm not going to call it off yet, but if there's one more scan and it strengthens again, then I'll say it's still on the ground. If it's gone, then it's no longer on the ground. That blue color. And this is nothing. It looks a little weird. This is nothing. Maybe some debris fall out, but that's not a tornado. What is this? New Middlesex. I have no idea what that is. That is really difficult to know what that is. 9 tornado warnings active. Just insanity. One of them is like extremely small. You see this little rectangle here? That's technically a 1 tornado warning. Really, that shouldn't count, so really only 8. Still seeing this one near Jamestown, but it doesn't look like there's too much rotation on it. It kind of weakened. So that's good news. Still watching this storm, though. Let's see. Still no new update. I mean, this could still very well be on the ground. This is becoming long-tracked. It could still be on the ground. Because they're still getting those blue colors, so I think it's still on the ground. I mean, if the rotation weakens on the next scan... No, I mean, this is still probably on the ground. Look how tight that is. It probably still is. So in Monteola, make sure to get into your safe spots. Can't see any cameras. Oh yeah, I never checked that waterspout potential in Puerto Rico again. Let me see that. That warning's still active. Yeah, it's still active, but it kind of got moved offshore, because this is heading towards the west. kind of got moved offshore because it's heading towards the west and moving away from Mayaguez, so that's good news. Yeah, I bet there's a lot of meteorologists over there. I mean, there's a lot of meteorologists in Puerto Rico, I'm aware. So I bet they've been covering that. So that's good. But, you know, I wanna cover it as well. This has been extended. Oh my gosh. What is going on? This is a huge mess. I don't know. This doesn't have much rotation, but this does. Ooh. I'm sorry about that. Excuse me. Anyways, near Williamson and Sodas. This is about to become a water spout as it's about to pass over the water. But it's gonna make it to Sodas Point first. And I mean, that is somewhat of stronger rotation. Not too strong, but let's look back at this. I think it's gone now, so let me change my title. It looks like it's gone. But yeah, now we gotta watch this. Because this could have some rotation on it. It's a little hard to tell from both of the radars, but right near Sodas Point. There was a tornado in Mayaguez? Wait, what? Let me see. Tornado in Mayaguez, Puerto Rico. That was in 2010. I don't know. Maybe. Here, let me just see what fuerte means. Oh, strong. Bulletiness. Newsletters. So a bunch of news agencies have been apparently covering this tornado in Mayaguez. Mayaguez? Is that what you're saying? I have heard nothing about a tornado in Mayaguez. I'm not saying I don't believe you. It's just I've heard nothing. Here, let me see. Oh, that's feet. Are you saying that it kicked up debris 40,000 feet high? I don't think so, but, I mean, if it is, I mean, that would be intense. Anyways, let's get back to these tornado warnings. Oh my gosh, all these 6 that are lined up right next to each other. 10 tornado warnings active. Actually, no, there's 7 lined up right next to each other because of this small little rectangle. Don't know what that's about. Let me see what Luvia means. Rain. Oh! I think I get what you mean. You mean floods can cause landslides in Puerto Rico? Because that would make more sense. I mean, that makes sense if it's near Mayagüez. That could cause some landslides. I didn't hear a tornado, so... Anyways, looking over here towards Jamestown, still seeing some rotation. Not anything too insane. It's definitely calming down. But you can still see something near Gailton now develop. It's new development. Near Galetown and Gaines. So just be aware over there. See if there's anything. And this is the closest camera. And there's nothing going on there. So I have no idea. I mean, are you just saying the same thing over and over again? I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not that good at Spanish, but it seems like you're just talking about the same things over and over again. I mean, I'm interested. It's just, I don't know. I'm not very good socially, just so you know. I don't know why I had to bring that up, but oh well. I'm just... So, are you saying there's like a tornado image on the beach? I guess people... Here, wait, let me just see what Saber means. No. That means no. Yeah, so maybe a very tall tornado occurred in Mayagüez. I might be taking that wrongly. I apologize, but I don't know. Mayagüez was right near that waterspout warning. So, let me see the history of that. I mean, there was some rotation over there. I don't know. What does photo mean? Oh, photo. intense rays. So I guess astronauts were looking down into a storm? Huh? I don't know. That's interesting, I guess. Still looking at these storms, all in New York. Okay, so they observed this. Is that from the CC? Yeah. Well, it's kind of late now. That was kind of 10 minutes ago. Was it? Yeah. It's a little late now. But at least they did it eventually, I mean. Because that's something. But yeah, got quite a few tornado warnings active, especially now this one near Gorham is starting to experience more rotation. I mean, that had some pretty large rotation on it before. It was just kind of hard to tell. Is that on the ground? No, I don't know. Oh, God. Here, let me just charge my computer. I'll be right back. I'm back. So yeah, I still got these areas of rotation. I mean, quite a few at that. Still fully in a line. All the way. And there was that tornado warning for that storm near Gaines. This is still observed, but I don't think it'll be continuing for long. While we're having a lot of tornado warnings, it doesn't seem like many of these are strong tornadoes, so that is good news. But I'm still going to stay on the air with you, just to make sure that nothing happens. Might get off soon. I'll see. If nothing happens. It's not like absolutely nothing is happening. It just seems like things are calming down. But we still have this near Geneva. So. Alright, this is intensifying again. See that rotation? Doesn't look like it's on the ground, but it's intensifying again. Near Page in Monteola. See it right here. It is trying to intensify. So, we'll see as it approaches Route 28. And then Route 12 and 26 first. But yeah, a bunch of these tornado warnings in a row. Just a bunch of them. If they don't extend this, I think I might end the stream for a moment, but I'll come back when necessary. This live stream is tiring for folks. But I enjoy it. I enjoy it. But does look like I really don't want to say things are calming down because we still have 9 tornado warnings today. Right now. Just considering whether I should stay live or not. I think if this system dies, then I won't stay live anymore. Near Geneva. Because that has some rotation on it. So I think if that system dies, then I'll stop staying live. Still have rotation here, though. Still do. Don't think we have a CC drop still, but still have some rotation there. Still this huge line. Over here near Bath, we do have a small area of rotation that continues to persist all in this area. But I feel like what's prohibiting these tornadoes from being strong is that they're not very isolated cells. You see how all these cells are jumbled up with each other? That usually... Why do they... Oh, I know, because that's offshore. That usually means that the tornadoes are less likely to form. Because basically, all of the energy that is used to make tornadoes is all being shared by these storms. And you know how when you divide something by a larger number, it gets to a lower number? That's basically the same thing here. The energy gets to a lower number when more storms are in the area. But still, some rotation here near Knoxville and Westfield. A little hard to tell, but still some rotation. And on storm relative, you can also see it. This is the closest radar, and it's not looking that big here. It's just looking like a smaller area of rotation. It did weaken. Alright, so this tornado warning is no longer active. I guess, I mean, this sort of is some rotation. It's not that strong. But near Wetmore, you can still see it. Let me just see if this weakens, and then I'll stop going live. It's not that strong, but we'll still wait. Still have some cells all the way over here, but yeah, the tornado warning that used to be over there is gone. So the only tornado warnings we have are the ones along this line. And that's good news because, I mean, 8 isn't really good news because we still have tornado warnings. But that means most of the supercells are all still jumbled up together. Which means we're going to be less likely to have tornadoes. So hopefully that remains. But yeah, guys, I think that's going to be it for me. I'm just trying to think. Man, I'll go on for a little longer. Let's go on for a little longer. Just in case. Just in case. Because anything could happen, you know? When I'm not live, everything happens. So I'm just gonna make sure that I stay live. I don't know how to convert it that. I don't know how to change the bitrate. Hope the live stream doesn't crash. Man, you know what? I think that's it anyways. So thank you guys for watching. I'm just gonna take a short break, and I think I'm gonna come back on when stuff starts to get going again. But yeah, anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Please make sure to subscribe. Turn on notifications. If you don't know what the notifications look like, it's the bell icon right next to the subscribe button. Also, make sure to like this video. I don't care if you dislike. If you really didn't like this video, fine, dislike. But anyways, guys, isn't it just the nicest breeze, the nicest little thing, the nicest little sensation that you feel when you merge onto that highway known as the Morris Data on the Road freeway? Goodbye, guys.